minutes ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He finds his target, Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
McCaffrey on the
that 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
At the 30.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
65.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
to 7.
Here's Mostert. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Panthers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
To Will Fuller.
A big play there for the Panthers. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Bridgewater to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
And ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Garoppolo.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
53 yards.
A big play there from McCaffrey. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Mostert. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Garoppolo going to get this off to Mostert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Garoppolo now. He'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Flush to his right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Carolina.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
36-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a third down and 8.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Complete.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And a Panther first down.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 23. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Throwing is Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and
back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Bowden. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Bowden, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 24-yard line.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo, and he's going to go down again. Brian Burns, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back now here in Santa Clara. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Down, Panthers.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
Christian McCaffrey.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second down and goal. Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Will Fuller. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Here we go. 12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
First down, Carolina.
Here's McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 9.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Check, Mike, 50, 11. Right there, 54, right there.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Tonight.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Gotw. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.